On a bright morning, a group of deer gathered and playing happily near the edge of a thick jungle. The golden sun streamed through the tall trees. Wide meadow with tall golden grass, swaying under the morning sun, dappling the grass where they played tag and raced one another. Among them was a curious young deer named Rimba. Rimba, a small deer with wide eyes and a restless heart, watched a butterfly flutters past, its wings shimmering like stained glass. Rimba followed the butterfly past the last tree, past the familiar scent of home, and into the unknown. The jungle swallowed him in green, while the others stayed close to the open meadow. Rimba's adventurous spirit led him deeper and deeper into the shadows of the jungle. The songs of exotic birds and the rustling of unseen creatures filled the air. When Rimba finally stopped to look around, he realized the meadow was nowhere in sight.
Where did everyone
He was lost in the vast, mysterious heart of the jungle. Rimba wandered among ancient trees, with roots twisted like snakes when he heard a deep growl. From behind a thicket, a lion emerged, lounged on a stone, its golden mane gleaming like fire. Terrified, Rimba leapt behind a fallen log. Just as the lion lunged, a sudden crash of thunder frightened it away. Rimba took the chance to dash deeper into the forest. The jungle grew darker. Vines hung like curtains, and the air was thick with unfamiliar sounds. Rimba stepped carefully, ears twitching. Further on, Rimba reached a bamboo grove where sunlight barely touched the ground. A tiger, its stripes blending with the shadows, eyes glowing amber, circled him quietly, tail flicking. But just then, a family of mischievous monkeys threw sticks and fruits at the tiger, distracting it long enough for Rimba to bound away. He whispered a thank you to the monkeys as he hurried on. Night fell, and the jungle glowed with fireflies. Out of the darkness, glowing yellow eyes appeared. A panther stalking silently. It moved like a shadow, almost invisible. Rimba's heart raced, but he remembered what his mother once said. Stay calm and listen to the forest. He kept still until a sudden chorus of frogs croaked loudly from a nearby swamp. Startled, the panther turned its attention toward the noise, giving Rimba a chance to slip away. Exhausted, Rimba stumbled into a clearing where a giant elephant stood, munching leaves. Instead of danger, the elephant raised its trunk and said kindly,
Climb on,
Elephant
little
lifted
one.
Rimba
I will guide
gently
you.
onto its back and carried him across thorny bushes and muddy paths. From above, the jungle looked like a maze of green and gold. Birds flew beneath them. Monkeys chattered in the trees. The elephant setting Rimba down safely near a riverbank. As Rimba followed the river, a wild boar charged from the undergrowth, tusks sharp and eyes blazing. It blocked his path, snorting angrily. Rimba darted left, then right, weaving between trees as the boar thundered behind. At the last second, Rimba leapt across a narrow ditch, which the boar was too heavy to cross. Snorting in frustration, it gave up, and Rimba sighed with relief. Later, Rimba wandered alone again, drawn by a strange melody. He stepped onto a mossy log and slipped. In the swampy part of the jungle, Rimba felt something slither beneath his hooves. He landed in what looked like vines, until they moved. A nest of shimmering snakes hissed, their tongues flickering in and out. A snake coiled around him and about to strike. A brightly colored parrot screeched from the branches above, distracting the snakes. In the confusion, Rimba tiptoed away carefully. Grateful for the bird's timely warning, Rimba struggled, heart pounding. He kicked free and darted into the underbrush, the snake's whisper fading behind him. At dawn, panting, Rimba entered a grove filled with tall trees, blooming with bright red flowers. There he met a gentle giraffe, munching leaves from the tree trunks. Its long neck bent low, eyes kind, and said,
From here
The
I see
giraffe
the
pointed
path
with its nose
westward.
toward the west.
Follow it.
Rimba's hope grew. and he thanked the towering friend before setting off in the new direction. At last, Rimba reached the wide rushing river and impossible to cross. He searched for a way, ears drooping. As he hesitated on the bank, a crocodile surfaced, eyes just above the water. Rimba trembled, expecting danger, but the crocodile surprised him with a deep, slow voice.
Not all of us are
Nervously,
foes.
Rimba
Climb
stepped
on,
onto the crocodile's
and
scaly
I shall
back.
carry you across.
True to its word, the crocodile swam steadily, delivering Rimba safely to the other side. On the other side, the jungle thinned. Rimba saw familiar trees and smelled the sweet grass of the meadow. Rimba galloped toward the clearing, where his mother and friends still played. His fellow deer rushed toward him, their eyes wide with relief. That night, under a sky full of stars, Rimba sat with the young deer, retelling them of his incredible journey. The lion, the tiger, the kind elephant, the towering giraffe, whispering snakes, and the surprising crocodiles with kind hearts. He had faced fear, made friends, and learned that the jungle was both dangerous and magical. The jungle had tested him, but it had also taught him courage isn't the absence of fear, but the choice to keep going. Rimba was no longer just a playful deer. He was the bravest explorer of the herd, carrying the stories of the majestic jungle in his heart.